Hey guys, it's Rob from Heroes Avenue, and today I'm going to be doing a quick review about the Hulu documentary Batman and Bill by Marc Nobleman. Now, to be honest, I didn't know too much about this documentary going into it. Now, I'm a huge Batman fan. I have to admit, I didn't know about all the drama that was going on behind the scenes throughout these years. This documentary does a really great job at opening your eyes, telling the untold story about the creation of Batman. Now, this story is really about a man named Bill Finger. Bill Finger is the man who never got the credit he deserves for his part in creating The Dark Knight. For years and years, Bob Kane was presumed the sole creator of Batman, and he reaped all the benefits, got all the fame and glory for doing that. Bob Kane was this man who essentially wanted to capitalize on the growing popularity of Superman, and in wanting to make some profit off of this superhero hype, he wanted to create his own superhero in Batman. Originally, Batman was a totally different character than what we actually see. The original concept of Batman was by Bob Kane, was in a red suit with bat wings and a mask, but he knew that this version of the Batman wasn't going to cut it, so he turned to Bill Finger for some help. Now, Bill Finger's actually the guy who created the Batman we know and love, because he gave Batman his suit, he gave him the cowl, he gave him the symbol, he gave him the backstory, the characters that surrounded Batman, like Jim Gordon, and he even gave us many of our favorite rogues in Batman's awesome rogues gallery. Now, throughout the years, Bill Finger saw his creation skyrocket into pop culture, comics, TV shows, you name it. He saw the rise of Batman, but he also saw the rise of Bob Kane. And Bob Kane was reaping all the benefits, making all the money, all the while Bill Finger was fading into the background. And it's really sad to say, this is no spoiler, but Bill Finger died alone, penniless, in an unmarked grave. And he never got the credit he deserved. Now, there are multiple interviews throughout the documentary that talk to people, publishers, who knew both of them, and both Bill and Bob. And a lot of them, they reveal that Bill was actually the man who was really behind everything. Everything from his storytelling to his art, everything about Batman that we loved, it all came from Bill. And Bob was just the man making the money off of everything. In this documentary, we even hear about other ghostwriters, and it's really sad to think that there are writers out there who changed the shape of not just comic book history, but probably pop culture history with their contributions to these comics, and they're never going to get credit for that. And it's really sad to think that this happens in the real world too, outside of the comic book realm. It happens in our workplace. It happens in school, where you do the work, but there's maybe a leader or a manager who gets to take the credit for it. So it's really relatable, but it pulls on the heartstrings even more, because Batman is a character that is beloved by so many people. And we read comics and we read about these superheroes who always want to do the right thing, but you see the creators of these superheroes, and they're totally the opposite of the person that they helped create, and Bob Kane is who I'm referring to. So during this documentary, I really felt really emotional. I felt a sense of sadness, empathy. I felt really enraged about the injustice that happened to Bill. Up to this point, it might seem that this documentary is all doom and gloom, but it's not. And there is a light at the end of the tunnel for Bill. I don't want to reveal everything that happens, because I think this documentary does a really good job at building up to the ending of the documentary and the justice that Bill essentially gets. Despite all of the tragedy and the tragic things that happened to Bill and his family, there is a happy side to the story at the end of it. So I would really highly suggest that you guys watch this on your own, especially if you're a Batman fan. But even if you're not a Batman fan, just as a human being, this is something that's really going to resonate deep within you. And I think you're going to really be happy that you watched this documentary after you're done. So if you guys have not already watched this documentary, make sure to watch that ASAP. But if you have, make sure to leave a comment in the comment boxes below. Let me know what you thought of that. And if you did enjoy this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. And again, this is Rob with Heroes Avenue, and I will check in with you guys next time.